The following program is a production of Yowowa Media in Niagara Falls, New York. The opinions expressed in the following show are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect those of Yowowa Media or of our sponsors.
Good evening, everybody. Happy Friday. Thank God it's Friday. And welcome to Niagara Voices with myself, Johnny Campanella, a.k.a. Johnny Handsome, and, of course, Peter the Mystic.
Hey, good evening. Good to see everybody here already. Got a number of people tuning in.
Yes,
and we are going to run a very special promo tonight. We want to know, should we call you Johnny C or should we call you Johnny Handsome? So, folks, you can pipe in on Facebook or YouTube, and we need to know which name should we use for Johnny.
I personally like Johnny Handsome just because of the story that went with it. If you heard last week what that story was, if not, you should go watch that podcast as it was interesting, very interesting as always. But it's up to you on what name you'd like. But yeah, so how have you been, Peter?
I am well. Well, we just spent the afternoon together going down to see
the new Niagara Parkway.
Yeah, Niagara Parkway.
We had a nice little date. It was a good time. And Barb, of course. Barb,
yeah, Ohio Barb's on the audio.
Yes.
Hi, Barb.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, good. Kim said Johnny Handsome. But
all right.
Yeah, so we went and checked out. It was still sunny at the time, too. We checked out the Niagara Parkway, the new construction and everything on. And it was beautiful. And it's a real positive thing for our city that shows our city still does care for us. So we have a video to show.
We got a couple. Yeah, you want to run one now?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell them, well, I guess you did. We went today to the Niagara Parkway because Johnny had not seen what they've done since they made the modifications over the last 2 years. So it was rather exciting. I like his take on things, so I very much enjoyed seeing his reaction to it. So hang in there. We're going to bring that up for you. This is number one. It's only about a minute and a half long.
So, hey, everybody. This is actually my first time viewing the new Parkway area and the renovations of it. And it's beautiful. I mean, we got, it's fall, the beautiful leaves changing. But it's nice what they're doing. They got rid of that the highway that no one used for my whole life, basically. And it's now, Peter was telling me how, it's cut us off almost from what we have right here. And it's gorgeous. And I feel like I said, I was saying how we beautify our city. We start from the edge of the falls, and wink, wink, to into the city. And this is a great start. And I love the change because, anything to get us more in tune with nature and our natural, the wonder of the world that we live by, that we don't realize how lucky we are to have this in our backyard because millions of people come here every year to see. And to see that the city's actually changing things and making it work is a good feeling. They haven't given up 100% on us. So, but I just love, I think this is a beautiful natural nature walk and a beautiful way to view the water. And I just learned that how the water's this color because of the minerals dissolving, and that the foam's natural too. Because I always wondered if the foam was or wasn't. But this new Parkway area is amazing, and I suggest you come out and check it out before it gets too cold. And I hope that we can see more positivity come from this, and who knows what they're gonna add on or build to. So
great.
Yeah, I love it. It's amazing.
That was kind of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, I had a great time there.
We got another one
beautiful.
to show too.
Yes.
But that was exciting. And I see Jessica Lee Zortman here. I know Jess. She says, "How the heck are you, Johnny?" I'm great. I miss you, Jess. How are you doing? How's Mom? How's Natalie and your brother? I hope they're all well. I miss them. It's nice to see you on here.
Oh, sorry, yes. We have to remind everybody that we are about 25 seconds ahead.
Yeah.
So it's funny, if you ever watch The Edge of the Falls,
the madman will often say, hey, call right back. And it's like he's waiting for the phone to ring. And it's like, you got to give it a little time for people to hear that. So,
right.
But yeah, that was exciting. When you mentioned the foam, I did want to kind of clarify that for everyone. That foam substance that's in the river is a natural byproduct of erosion. It's tannins and bacteria that are in the layers of rock. The falls are always eroding, and as you said, with the minerals coming out with the wash of erosion, that's what gives the color. And the foam is a natural substance. So it was really cool to get your take, though, and see what used to be a highway now are those beautiful paths for cycling or rollerblading or walking. And
yeah, it was like a fence blockading us from the beauty, and now we have another place to send tourists and people who live here to somewhere to go and see nature's beauty, and take pictures and have a nice stroll. So it's great, and I hope that they can only add even more to it. Or I said beautify Niagara Falls from the edge of the falls. Hint, hint, twink, twink. I always say that. From the gorge, into the city and all the way to LaSalle and back, and hopefully it's a start, And
what do you think, folks?
Yeah. What do you think about this? If you think anything at all, are you happy about it? Are you like whatever? Do you have any other wishes or ideas that could help the city be more beautified and brighten it up a bit? And if you do have something you'd like to say, please don't be shy and call in. The number to call in is 998-3320. Again, to call in live, the number is 998-3320. And don't be afraid, just come in, say hi. We don't bite that much.
No, if you got an opinion, we don't suppress anything. We want to hear what people have to say about that. What does the Parkway look like? And
we love the comments, too. Like I said, comments are a way of basically calling in as well, because you're being active in our conversation among each other as well, which is a great way to communicate. Because this is what all we're about at Yowowa Media, is communicating, being able to have intellectual dialect combos and debates if we have to, that can just bring us together instead of dividing us, because this world is so dark right now and we need some light.
Absolutely. Oh, Kevin Hutchinson, great line. He says, the foam that we see in the water, people used to say that DeCamillo's put that in the donuts.
Oh, my gosh, that's funny. And I know you said it mostly limestone.
Well, there are several layers of limestone, dolomite, dolostone, whatever they call it.
I remember learning about it in school.
Yeah, and I mean the gorge is a fascinating thing, and people, people don't believe that it was eroded. You knew, you pointed down and said it was down there when it started out, and I'm not sure who was here when it started out. Maybe Ohio Barb was, but no, that's.
Did you hear? She's bite me. Gotta love it. I just wanted to say, yes, Kim Guthrie, I agree. I miss the Festival of Lights. I remember being a little kid at the convention center watching the Festival of Lights in the wintertime. It was something I looked forward to. I can't remember when it ended, but I remember going a few times, and I loved it. I just miss the convention center in general. I remember all the things. Tops in Blue was there. A circus was there. Rodeo. Even though I'm not about rodeos at all because of the abuse of animals, and I'm not about circuses with animals. But circuses are fun. But that place used to hold so much fun things, and we got a casino out of it, and that's good and all. But like we're missing a convention center now where we could have other things. Now we have to basically rely on Buffalo for that, like at the HSBC Arena. You know what I mean? We could have concerts. We could have had concerts and a whole bunch of other stuff that could be fun. That could have added, unlike that stupid, what was it? Remember that slide in downtown?
The snow park.
The snow park. Jesus. Oh my God! I went there once. I did the slide, and I'm just like, okay, and then they had the fake. I never had done it at the time, and my friends were pros. I put those skates on, and I merely walked a few steps for like 5 minutes, and then I was over it because I was not gonna fall and break my neck. But I had what is it? Like sores from the shoes. Like literally blisters on my ankles from 5 minutes. That was crazy. But yeah, that was kind of like in the fake snow or whatever. Like we want snow. Most of us here don't like the snow. But
it wasn't that. If you think about it, mind you, I'm Canadian, so snow for me is like it's blood.
Right.
But the idea was to have a winter experience in the middle of summer, and that was not a terrible experience when you think of people coming here from, Tennessee or
countries that are tropical and not, and that's true and all. But I felt like it was a good idea, but it could have been executed better and maybe put together a little bit more. And I mean, if there was more money involved.
You just described Niagara Falls.
True. Yeah. Right. But if it was maybe promoted a little bit better and had a little bit more to it than just the ice rink and then the fake sail machine, and had more of a theme, that'd be cool. I do miss, and I believe they got rid of the water park downtown here. I forgot the name. I never got the chance to go, but my family used to go all the time back in the day. They got rid of the water park for the casino and the hotel parking lot. And even though they had enough room, I still think they could have kept it. But I mean, they could have, renovated the slides and all that. But a water park downtown is a great idea, especially for a lot of people don't have pools. And I just wanted to say real quick how people who have pools don't understand. Like for me, example, I don't have a pool, so or like a close family member where I could go anytime I wanted. And so having a pool is a luxury. And I'd always hate when friends would get mad at me, like, maybe we'll go swimming, or like, oh, I don't know today, because it's a luxury, and especially in the summer. And I love to swim, and I think it was a great, positive, fun, safe place for people.
Water parks are fun. Kevin Hutchison points out it was called Niagara Splash.
That's what it was, yeah. And I know it was closed for most of my childhood, and then it opened up again, like when I was in middle or high school, and then it closed down again, and then they got rid of it.
Now, if you go up Niagara Street, you have Niagara Slash. There you go. No, things, there's a lot of tough things happening in the city. But there's, what I've enjoyed about working with you is you find the fun things. Like today, we'll show that second video in a minute so people can see more of your perspective. But it's nice that you do look for the positives of things that are happening here, and there are a lot of them. There's a lot of people trying, and we gotta support them.
Give them credit, and you got to look at the positive things in life, or else you're gonna have a very miserable existence. Because fortunately, life is tough, and it rarely or ever gives you everything you want. Everything's an uphill battle, so we have to be positive about it.
Oh, Jessica says she misses hearing.
I just responded. I know we haven't. Literally, I haven't talked to you in forever. I literally maybe like grad party or like graduation, or maybe a year or two after that. But God, it's been a long time.
I met Jessica when she was visiting a family member at Our Lady of Peace nursing home, and my friend plays there quite a bit. And sometimes I'll go out with him, and he's my music partner in our band, but. It was great. I haven't seen her in a while either. And Kim Guthrie was mentioning that we need more things, winter and summer, and that's the big argument.
Yeah,
is that we have the falls, we have everything tied into them, but when you're a family, you want activity, you want things you can do, like you said, a water park or things like that. So, Kim, we agree with you 100%.
And that's awesome that Jessica she'd go watch you perform at your band.
Well, she would see me when she was visiting a family member at the Our Lady of Peace nursing home. That's where I first met her. Yeah, okay. I play with Brian Beaudry. He's a member of Nerds Gone Wild, but he and I have been doing a duet for about 18 years, and sometimes I would just join him at Our Lady of Peace. It's come out and sing along with him. So.
Right.
Haven't seen Jessica in a while. Oh, and she just mentioned her aunt passed away, and she was a delight. So, God bless her, Jessica. Our condolences.
Our condolences. Yeah, may God. I always say, may God bless and watch over her always and forever, or him if it's in that situation. Because, there's nothing to say. You can't say I'm sorry. It's rough, but our condolences, Jess, and I'm here for you. And please let your sister know, Natalie, though, that I miss her, love her, and would love to hang out with her. Like I said, the last time I hung out with Natalie was literally years and years ago, Kim. Where we went to a bar, and we hadn't really hung out as adults, meaning going out to a bar and drinking.
Well, when you become an adult, you let us know, Johnny. Okay,
I will for sure. I think 40. But no, Natalie. So Natalie and I were. We hadn't really partied unless it was in high school. So we went out to a bar, and I remember I got really
tipsy drunk, and then we stayed at a friend's apartment and that night, and I remember I was up half the night just staring at the wall because I had the spins, and then she was up all night talking, and we had a good time, and it was just, crazy fun, spur of the moment things usually are the most fun times too,
right?
Unplanned things. But I miss you, and let's hit me up. I'm free anytime except for Fridays at 7.
If this makes Jessica feel better, I always say when someone passes that it's a line others have used, and it's that mourn not that such people have passed, celebrate that they've lived. Remember that the life is to be celebrated. So
and funerals in many cultures they celebrate. They have a party, and of course there's of course time for grieving always, especially at this actual ceremony. But I think that we should, if we have the capacity to celebrate, like instead of just having like a wake, funeral, and then like a little dinner, like have a party or like a week-long remembrance and celebration of the person and the things they like to do and like what they were. You know what I mean? So it you feel more at peace, and it's easier for the closure process to later on, having all those memories of the week or day in remembering and celebrating that life. So
absolutely. And Jessica, your aunt was beautiful, and just like yourself, she was full of life and joy. And Jessica does want to know, though, Johnny, what were you doing taking her sister to a bar?
I know, right? No, it was me, her, a friend Alex, and then 2 of her college friends, and it was just we all planned on meeting up, and we went, and we had a good time.
Well, I think we could show the other part, because the opening we were going to talk about this.
I think we should before we get...
And I love the picture here. You look like the poster child for the frozen food section. This is great. It's cold out today, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I'm Canadian. This is summer. So there you go. Let's see. This is another 1.5-minute video. Yep. One of 2 we're showing you tonight. So this is the final one.
So so we're at the end of the trail right now here. And I just said how amazing it is. I mean, the new trail signs... they're planting bushes or trees right over here, and just seeing, even back there we had a sign that is new and it's updated, and it shows, Aquarium, Discovery Center, the Heritage Center, and for example this area right here, I think we can actually go down there. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing what they've done and what they're doing for the new parkway, and I love it. And it's refreshing, and it's cool. It's really good. I'm glad we got to come out here and check it out, because I really hadn't seen anything done. Well, I was also hibernating in quarantine like everybody, but I got to see this. It's beautiful to see this, and it makes me more excited for the next summer to come here and see what they have. But yeah, I'm very impressed with what the city is doing. Especially to a natural this beautiful. Act and gift of nature that Mother Earth gave us. Literally, like, this is something that we didn't have anything to do with. Truly, we can just make it pretty, and I love it. And like I said, I hope we can, continue the beautification from here, and then just to this, all the way to LaSalle and back.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. And that is a picture of me in a practice hibernation. But this winter, unfortunately, Peter will have to take over the podcast until I'm done hibernating. I think January 1st, and then I'll end it probably like April Fool's Day. I'll end it because, those January, February, and March are the roughest months of my existence every year. Yeah. I just want I just wanted to say I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but last name Carroll.
That's Hugh Carroll.
Oh, Hugh. I'm sorry, the K threw me up, but like he said, LOL, on my Irish best party I've ever was the week my father passed. I was told it was fun. What do you mean? Like you were told it was fun?
He was told it was fun. He can't remember it.
Oh, I get it now. Sorry. Actually,
Hugh Carroll is hosting a new show here on Yowowa Saturday evenings at 7 p.m. So it starts tomorrow. And Hugh's show is called Community Accountability. So if you get a moment, like his Facebook page, because he was on John Restino's show, Citizens United, about 6 weeks ago. And yeah, John does a really good job. And Hugh was talking about ways that communities can be safer. And he lives in Lockport. And when I saw his show outline yesterday, it's a really good show, and I think it's going to be well worth watching. And the beauty is you don't have to tune in to watch it. You can watch it anytime on these sites, but it's nice to have the interaction. So if you get a chance, tune in tomorrow evening, 7:00. Now it is Halloween.
Yes.
So, and by the way,
it's Hallowe's Eve. Oh.
Yes, and has anyone noticed I spell it the traditional way with the apostrophe between the two E's? Someone said you misspelled Halloween. That's actually how it's spelled because it's all Hallows Eve. Yeah, it always has the apostrophe between the two E's.
I've never seen it. Where did you write that? Did you just type that?
I put it in the titles, and it might even be, I don't know, I put it in all the titles.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I never knew that. Maybe that's like a Canadian thing you learn, and we don't learn that.
Right.
Because I've never seen that.
Kevin Hutchinson says you should walk the gorge at the Whirlpool or at Devil's Hole trails.
You mean like on camera for the show for sure.
We could do that.
You know, I actually, I'll have to post it on here. I did a college project, a video, and me and my partner carried equipment that was not ours, and $1,000, up and down Devil's Hole to film just like a 2-second scene.
And stuff.
Yeah. And but yeah, that's a cool video that I'll have to show. But yeah, I love going to Devil's Hole. I just hate having to walk back up it. They just need an elevator or like a little I can't. I'm blanking bad today.
Just see us putting down a little sling and pulling you up with a rope.
Yeah.
Rub it in, Kim.
I'd have to take like at least 2 to 3 breaks on the way up, but on the way down, I just I don't even take a break.
Hey, listen, going down is fun, and coming up is the best 2 days of the week. So there you go.
Yeah, right.
I was the last time I was down there was last summer, and
you have a drone?
Carol says, yeah. Well, we had a drone.
Oh, I want to always play with one of them.
Oh, we had it yesterday. Our drone pilot is Dustin Hardy, and
who does Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was doing an excellent job with it, and for some reason its homing mechanism kicked in from the previous shot, and it started going back to where he was, and it ducked under these power lines, which was that's good. And it didn't duck around the tree. So we got to do a little repair work to our drone.
Yeah, they're still not perfected. Except, did you see the Super Bowl with Lady Gaga and all the drones together? That was crazy. They didn't even bump into each other.
That was a great performance.
Yeah, that was. But I just remember, she jumped off. But I just remember how they were all close together. There was hundreds of them. But Kevin Peter, Zach was upset about
his son, Zach. What was really cool was his son, Zach, was part of our, we do the Yowowa kids, right?
Yeah,
we call them the yo-yos.
Yeah, they learn real quick. Yeah.
Oh, they're fantastic.
They do the camera with them.
They're doing their own little horror movie. And Zach, Kevin's son, had the coolest wolf costume. I wonder if I can find that for you. It was really fun. And also, Hugh Carroll, his daughter, Elena, in the traditional Irish spelling. She was here yesterday, and let me show you Zach as a wolf here. But the kids do their own productions, and it turns out Zach was upset about the drone. Well, we were sad that it happened, but it was nobody's fault. So here it is. Just to give you an idea. We just did this yesterday when Zach was sitting around the studio. Ladies and gentlemen, the Wolf News.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
So that's Zach Hutchinson. Oh, he's awesome. Sounds like...
Sounds like me being woken up.
Yeah, it sounds like Barb when we show the video we made for her.
Oh. Yeah, I said it also sounds like me being woken up when I don't want to.
Now watch this. Watch his actions. He has no idea there's a sound effect.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's doing all this natural.
Oh, my God. I thought he heard that. Oh, my God. That was awesome.
And the coolest thing is we did this because his sister had evidently paid for the wolf mask, and he was supposed to pay her back and never did. So we actually made the video so we could send it to her at college and just irritate the poor kid.
Oh, my gosh.
So, I know, we're like that. So what can you say?
Oh, that's all right.
That was fun. But,
that's cool.
These kids are amazing. And Hugh came out, and he was part of it, and he was helping us. And you got to watch these kids work. They figure out problems. They do a lot of stuff. Like, you should come out with them sometime. Or if you, what we're hoping is that they'll make videos like we did today, where they'll come out with you and be your production team.
Mm-hmm. For sure. And I mean, and they're going to definitely, I believe they're going to be future Yowowa members as far as doing podcast shows. But by then we'll have headquarters in New York and LA and all that. So.
Oh, and Kevin says that Zach has a smile from ear to ear. Well, we're proud of you, Zach.
Yeah, good job.
And you know what's cool? Kids today, you see them and they've got their phones. Here, I'll illustrate. And this is what they're doing all day And I mean, that's it. They become antisocial and isolated. But you get a bunch of kids with that same technology and the ability to communicate, and all of a sudden they are communicators and they are excellent.
Right. Oh yeah. No, I mean, and that's the thing is, like, you know, people thought, they're just going to know how to talk on the cell phone. It's like, no, they're going to communicate too, and very well at that. You know, just because they're on their phones. Except the one thing is, though, that I do know is that. You know, the eye issues and early arthritis, you know, could be issues for, like, if you're giving your kid, like 2-year-old, an iPad or all that for a long period of time. You know what I mean? Or having that
repetitive strain.
Yeah, your eyes get strained. Because my eyesight was 20/20 for years until a few years ago. Now I'm nearsighted, so I can't see good far away. And I think it's from solely my playing video games and being on my phone. But there are these glasses that have been around forever, but you can get them to where they're blue light glasses, and they don't have any, they have normal lenses. There's no prescription. And what it does is it blocks the blue light from the screen of your TV from hurting your eyes.
Oh, so. That's cool. What? Ohio Barb says it's called age.
Yeah. I mean, but damn, I mean, if they're going down that bad and I'm 28, God, at 38, I won't be able to see a foot in front of me then.
Hang on. Hugh Carroll said, it really was like being on a regular movie set yesterday. The camera guys, the director, even the screen talent was just like every movie he was on. Hugh's done a number of films as well, and he's got great experiences he shares. His show is going to be excellent, but one of the qualities about him that everyone likes is that Hugh talks to these kids very straightforward, and they love it. They want that type of communication. So thanks, Hugh. Mm-hmm. That's a great comment. The yo-yos are a hoot. They really are, and
yes.
They're well-behaved kids, and we're hoping to open it up to more kids in the near future, but they haven't opened the building to the public yet.
Once COVID eventually goes, even though people are like, it's here forever. No, it isn't. We'll get through it. Once that opens up, then once it's over, the building hopefully open up, and we'll be able to get that happening.
Jessica says you still look like a teenager, Johnny.
Oh, thank you.
He kind of does, doesn't he?
Oh, I love it too. I mean, I get carded all the time for cigarettes, even though I know I'm bad. I'm trying to quit that.
You smoke?
Yeah. No, but you know, I always get carded, and I remember like 3 years ago I was in line for a water slide, and I was talking to these like middle schoolers, and we're talking for about like 20 minutes because the line's long, and then all of a sudden they're like, so what grade are you in? And I was like, well, I was like technically maybe like 17th grade or something. Yeah. I don't know, you know. I was like, thank you for they couldn't believe that I was, you know, I was like 24 or 5 at the time.
Wow.
So I take it as a compliment. I love it.
Yeah, enjoy your youthful look.
Yeah, but then sometimes I feel like it might go against me in the love department because people might think I'm underage or like I look too much like a little boy or something. But I don't give a fuck if people think that.
I'll avoid the obvious Catholic priest jokes.
Oh.
Anyway,
they're just jealous though that, you know, they got the wrinkles and they look their age and I don't. So.
Hey, no, enjoy it. When you look young, enjoy that. Jessica looks very young too.
Yes. She literally, I remember, she looks like she was graduating in our class even. Natalie, but she only graduated not too long before us anyway. I can't remember what year. But yeah.
No, this is really cool. We got some great input, everyone. Great having Jessica join us, and Kevin and Kim, and there's Kim again. They're all, replying to Kevin, they are all awesome. Thank you. No, that means a lot. And I'm really, you know, it was really enjoyable today, Johnny. Like I said, to be able to travel with you, and go to places, and I like your take on stuff. It's fun to kind of just roll the camera, and then look for bear pictures when you talk about hibernating. So
yeah, right. Oh, just graduated in 2004. Okay, so yeah, we were in 2010.
I was graduated in 77.
Right. So, oh yeah, but anyway, mentioning about Halloween, we wanted to ask everybody, like, what is your, not necessarily the one, like the favorite Halloween costume you've worn or want to wear, or like what's the best Halloween costume that you've seen someone wear or you've worn? We'd love it. I mean, in the comments, if you have it on your Facebook, put it in the comments or call us and tell us what it is, describe it, or at least, comment what it is. So also you can comment and send the photos in the comments as well after the show's done, like tomorrow, because the shows are posted on this Facebook page, Yowowa's YouTube page as well. Or yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. On YouTube and Facebook, you can watch the videos again. So.
Hugh Carroll graduated in 91.
I was born the year after he graduated. But see, I'm starting to feel old because I'm gonna be 29 next year. But what I mean by that is like the Gen Z. I'm technically a millennial, but I'm an older millennial, which is the cool and acceptable millennials. But no, the Gen Z is catching up in age as far as like musical taste and stuff. So I'm watching videos on YouTube. I like to watch reaction videos where people will react to music especially the people who react to music that they haven't heard before, and especially like bands or rappers or singers that I like from years ago, from before they were born. Oh my gosh, how dare that person try and disturb no. I love watching people, especially young people, react to music that was before their time, and I'll hear them talking about it, and they're like, "Yeah, look at this video. Oh my gosh, back in 2009, the styles were so cool." Meanwhile, it's a video from 2002, or like, because the whole thing is, and I don't know if they don't realize it or not, but a lot of music videos that were prior to 2009 all were posted on YouTube in 2009. So people just automatically assume because of the YouTube upload date that that's when the music came out. YouTube doesn't own everything. They don't control the music videos, but anyway, that makes me feel old, because I'm just like, how do you not know this is the year? I'm like, you were at least a child, I'm pretty good with music from like 96 and up, even when I was born in 92, so,
That's cool. Kim Guthrie graduated in 84. That is the greatest year to graduate. You must have had awesome music at your prom. And Kevin says, I would have graduated in 92 if I was not a dumb idiot. I graduated because I was a dumb idiot.
No, and Jess, I will keep in touch with you both. I'm sorry,
yes,
go ahead.
We will. And
Thanks,
Kevin, I got to tell you, man, 11th grade was the best 3 years of my life.
I always said that I would have loved to have been born in 82 instead of 92, because then I would have been able to be a teenager in the late 90s and all that, and that would have been great. But I'm glad for when I was born, and I'm honestly happy because I feel like I really got to enjoy the 90s in a childhood. So your childhood is usually a great time for most people that are blessed, and and the 90s were great, so that plus childhood was just an amazing 90s childhood. And then, the early to mid 2000s were great. And I said right around like 08 and to now, kind of it got darker and darker and darker and less fun and cool in the vibe. And this is a theory of mine, but a lot of people agree. I just feel like after 9/11 happened, I feel like the vibes of the 90s and the vibe of, and just the air around you and how everybody felt and acted and the good feelings you felt just went away. You know what I mean? Everything really did change.
It did darken the world. You're
and it never went away, and it hasn't. And of course, things will change. But and if 9/11 wouldn't have happened, it would have slowly changed. It would have taken longer though, and it would have been more of a calm, integration and slow change instead of such a quick boom.
Right.
Literally, but yeah.
Hey, did you see what Ohio Barb wrote? Graduated high school 1872.
Oh, wow.
And college in 1879.
Oh, my God.
That is... Oh, no, that was 19. Sorry, I had that wrong.
Oh, you're getting a beating after this.
I'm sure. Hang on.
That was actually Peter. Yeah, he screamed. Kevin said, would have graduated in 92 if I was not a dumb idiot. Oh, boy.
Well, here's my high school career in one shot.
Don't I kind of have to use the bathroom? No, it makes me want to have to go. No. Oh, Jessica asked you, how is your knee feeling or how are you feeling after your surgery, Peter?
Oh, which one? Since I've seen her, I've had 2 more knee replacements, giving me a total of 8.
Yeah.
Hand surgery twice and back surgery. Doing great. Doing healthy. Feeling fantastic.
And in the same breath, she's like, you better keep in touch, Johnny, or I will hunt you down.
She will.
She cares for that. Then, yeah, I know you'll hunt me down.
When she says, I miss you, it means the sight on her gun isn't properly focused.
Hey, I like that. But I'm for that too. Like, yeah, if I miss you, you bet you have to keep in touch, or else like I will hunt you down. Like that's just how it is. Period.
Oh yeah, yeah. And she means it. She's a fierce friend.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Can you believe it?
But
so who's got a Halloween costume?
I guess everybody's lame this year and
or
is
every
not,
year.
Yeah.
What was your favorite Halloween costume?
Well, I'm not gonna say like the best one I've ever seen someone wear, but you mean personally, right?
Yeah, like
personally, I wish I could find the picture, but I really fancy. One year, a friend of mine was gonna dress up as the okay, Insane Clown Posse. I can't remember the guy's name that he dressed up as, but I dressed up as Shaggy 2 Dope because we're like, hey, yeah, he was gonna do that, so I was like, okay,
Who is Shaggy 2 Dope?
They're from a musical group called Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the other guy and his name. Forgive me if you ever watched this, but no. So my friend told me that he was gonna be him, and I'm like, well, why don't I be Shaggy 2 Dope? So I got this awesome like dreaded wig. And I looked up the face paint online, and literally, I didn't even practice. I did it right before, like literally hours before the party.
Right.
And hold on, I'm looking up his name.
It's Violent J.
Violent J, yes. And I was Shaggy 2 Dope. So I did his makeup, and I did the makeup. First try, perfect. I was so proud of myself that I did it so clean and so no mess ups. It looked exactly like it. And then I just wore one of my baggy, like the phase in high school where I wore everything baggy, but so did everybody back in the mid 2000s. But and we went and we took pictures, and I don't know why I can't find the pictures. If we took pictures, and it's just so amazing. And I just thought it was different. You know what I mean? But I just like it because the wig was fun, and then also because I love I was very proud of myself on the makeup job that I did myself. So maybe I could do makeup on people. I always feel like my hands are too shaky.
So which one were you? Which one's Shaggy 2 Dope?
Oh, you have it on. I was the one on the right, and
with all the red.
No. Just look at the black and white clown makeup. That's the only part.
I meant with all the red around.
Oh yeah,
him.
with all the red. Yeah, the one
on
the right without the hair in this one. But there was a point where he did have like hair to like his like shoulders that was braided, I believe,
Right.
So and then that's when he was younger, so I wore that wig with it. And but like my friend is he's a big ICP fan, and he always goes, they always go whoop whoop, and he always would do that and stuff and joke around about it, and we always had a laugh, and that's something we always laugh about. And
oh, that's cool.
But yeah, there's a picture of me after the party in the car on the ride home, and I'm just like, you know what I mean, and it just looks like him, and it's perfect. I'll have to freaking find it. I can't find it. I will find it though.
Oh, here's a good one. Kim Guthrie just said, I was a pencil, a clown, and a stripper.
Oh my God, what a great combo. So wait, pencil?
A pencil? No, these are different ones.
Yeah, but pencil,
clown, and a stripper.
Oh, of course. I was oh my God, how could I forget in senior year, I went to Niagara Catholic, mind you, and I was real cool with Mr. D. Francesco, the principal, as he was both my parents' histories teacher in high school. But anyway, I dressed up as a pimp, and then literally, I don't know if I'm trying to remember if they even did this, but no. But and then actually, Natalie Jessica was dressed up as like a Russian spy, because I remember her whole phase with the loving Russian culture, but she dressed up like a Russian lady with the fur hat and the skirt and all that, and people didn't know who she was, so she's just like, well, I guess I'll just go as your host. So literally, I had Johnny and his hose, because I had literally some of my friends that were dressed up.
You mean garden tools?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, but some of them were dressed up in like things that could be looked at as a host. So, and literally, the principal was like, awesome, and I won.
Do we have any pictures?
Yeah,
sorry.
No, they are. I can go on my Facebook and find those. But literally, I think I won best costume that year.
Ooh.
And I remember I was just a gory, ghoulish thing, and a senior, and a scene. It was, there's categories: best scary, best not sexy. I don't think that'd be right, but best, most funny, most scary costume, And the senior got pissed at me because she was like, she did all her makeup and she looked like basically just like general, generic. She didn't even, and she got all mad and stuff. And I'm like, I'm sorry that I beat you, and I'm only a freshman, you're a senior, and I'm cooler. No, but the whole thing, the whole train.
The whole train.
Who had the whole train? Look that up on WWE. The if you don't know, but anyway, the spelling. I always hate when people spell hoe like calling someone a hoe or saying it in fun. HOE when it's HO. HOE is the tool. HO is the person and the
people
job.
Are tools as well.
Well, right. So I mean, if you're calling someone a hoe and a tool, then yeah, that's cool. How about you can call them a toe or a whatchamacallit, a toe or a hool. Those are tools and hoes.
A hool?
Yeah,
That sounds way cool.
Yeah, way cool. So with COVID, everything. So I also, for Halloween times, I love Halloween, by the way, but it feels very, every holiday has and will feel off during COVID. And, but I usually go to like, haunted houses, like either at Haunted Catacombs or Fright World. And, Fright World, I believe, is closed and not doing that this year. But Haunted Catacombs actually is open, but like it's very, you have to like call and it's set up, and it has to be like. Actually, I'm gonna check out their site right now and see what they're doing, because I thought it was very impressive and awesome how committed they are to not letting people who love going every year, letting them down. And they actually, because haunted houses, I mean, I feel like you could easily, the ones where there's like 6 of them, I feel like you could do that during quarantine COVID, because number one, a lot of the people have actual masks on, and also you could easily just wear a mask and be okay in the house, you know what I mean, in the haunted house, because you're walking through it, you're not there constantly. But it is the issue of everyone gathering and waiting in line. But let me see what they said here. They says, I just want to see how they said it, because I thought it was really cool with how they're going to do it. Let's see. It's finally here. Oh, that's about that. Okay. No, what they did was, let me see. I'm so sorry. Here we go. So they said, like many events and businesses around the world. So they take drastic measures, and they change the time. They have time ticketing and reservations. So the tickets that are purchased are timed, and basically it allows them to effectively space and time groups in a manner that keeps our show running smooth and people safe. So that was awesome on their part. So shout out to Haunted Catacombs for doing that, and limiting the capacity. And then they do the screening, I'm sure, for the fever. But that's a lot. That's a lot to do on top of working in a haunted house, and we appreciate that, us horror fans. But I worked in a haunted house once, at the Summit Mall for it was for like canned goods, so it was for a cost. So instead of paying, you would just bring in a can of goods or more than one, and I got to scare a lot of children. I don't know why there were so many kids there at the time, but it was like it was in the daytime too, but I got to be the last one, which is like a privilege in my books. The last scarer in the house, which also I was in like a cell, so when you walked by me, I was in a cage that I could swing open and chase you, but you could also see a window. So anytime someone was walking by the haunted house that was in a store, you would see the entrance and exit, but next to the exit, and in back of the little table where you give the canned good to the person, you could see a little window, and I could be in the window scaring and looking at people that aren't even in the haunted house. And I remember one time I had this parent get mad at me or whatever for scaring their kid while they're going through the haunted house with the thing, and I'm like, what do you expect? Like, what am I supposed to do? The kid was old enough, like, to not, they weren't a toddler, but I just found that funny. Don't scare him. Like,
I'll show you one of my favorite costumes. Here's an original painting by Robert Munch,
I love that.
Very famous. It's called The Scream. So back in 2008, this is my daughter. Her mother who's an art teacher, built the frame. That's an actual frame she's inside of, and those are straps around her shoulders. And she was the screen painting, and it was.
I love that idea. Wait, is that the painting? Did she paint that?
Yeah, her mom painted it in the background so that it looked like the original Robert Munch Scream.
Peter, that's awesome. The painting, I love how she painted it and then just did a picture of it. That's awesome. I love that.
Her mom's she won the costume contest I think 2 or 3 years in a row at the Power Authority and in Kenmore. So her mom's really talented. But I love people who can do fun costumes.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's great. Now, how old is she now? She's 18?
She's 18 now.
Right, because in 08 she was, so that means she was what, 8 in this?
Yeah, her mom did her up as a fish one time, and
yeah, what was the other one that won it?
Tree frog. It was a tree frog, and it was amazing. Just really, really cool. Like there's always somebody in every class who comes in like with the best costume. Then there's someone like me. I mean, my most memorable costume was I took a one-piece pair of overalls, underwear, long underwear that's just a one-piece, and I dyed it pink, and then I glued nipples from baby bottles along the front, and I wore a pig nose and ears, and I was a sow.
Oh my God, I like that. That's
there
different.
There are
no
pictures.
There isn't. Dang it! Barb's laughing. She's like, "What do you mean? I thought that was just your outfit that day." No. Oh, and Peter, Halloween is until tomorrow, so I don't know why you're wearing your mask already. Like,
oh, you're funny. Hey, Tim Eater, good to see you. Yeah, sorry you're late. You were due here a while back.
I know. How dare you?
Did you bring coffee for everyone?
Yeah.
So Kim Guthrie she said a stripper.
And you're fine, Tim. I was talking about Chris.
Yeah. Yeah, Tim and I were strippers. We were men in the Chunkendales. Anyway, but Kim said she was a pencil, a clown, and a stripper. Are there any pictures of the pencil? I mean, stripper's one thing, and it's awesome, but a pencil, how do you do a pencil?
Or I'd love to see the costume that's a pencil, clown, and stripper in one. You're a pencil, clown, stripper. Can you imagine that one?
Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah. But no, yeah, I know. I'd like to see that. It's probably like just, like a, massive pencil. And I guess the eraser's probably on the top of that. No. Well, yeah, right. You're right. Would the eraser be on the top, or would the be upside down, and would the lead, point be on the top?
When we were kids, we called the eraser on for a pencil, whether it was on the end of the pencil or it was one of those standalone. We called them rubbers.
Oh my God, really?
Then the whole world changed.
Well, yeah. So I bet you that was originally the term, and then they switched condoms to rubbers, I guess.
That's a scary thought. Oh.
I know, right?
Hang on. I think I can find one more picture.
Oh, and while you're looking, Jessica said that she started writing plays since she last saw you.
I saw that. She's writing plays.
Oh my God. Write me in it, or my characteristics or something, or I'd love to. Which I'm sure you probably could get it even published. I'll be in it for sure. So, because I did Godspell in high school. I was Judas.
Oh, cool. Well, here you go. This is me as a ballerina.
Oh my God. How long ago was this?
This was 2009, actually. We were leaving Vancouver. We visited some friends, and they had the tutu sitting there, and my daughter said, put it on. So
you're so conceited. God, you're always showing yourself and your beautiful outfit. Dang. I thought I was
scare you.
Oh my gosh, there's so many. I love when there's so many comments I can't even keep up. So right now I'm sorry if I'm not looking properly or liking every comment. I'll go back and like them. But no, I love that was a good idea. And you had the little flowers on your head.
Yeah, the little whatever it was, like a little crown of flowers. There isn't, when you have daughters, there isn't much you don't do. I think I have had my makeup done definitely 3 times. I've done Barbie fashion shows with all my theater gear with my kids. It's so much fun.
Mm-hmm. It is. I love doing that. I used to, it's funny though. I never Every time I would be at a friend's house that were girls, their Barbies, it isn't what you see in the commercials. Like literally, it would start with like changing their outfits to eventually just ripping the outfits off, laughing at the naked bodies, and then just like hitting the Barbies against each other. That's what they would do, the girls. And I'm like, oh, okay.
I'm laughing at Tim Heater.
Sorry.
He says, that's not a 2-2. That's a 4-4.
Oh my God, that's good, and I'm glad he took. Yeah, that's great, but that could be a great insult too to someone you don't like. But that's hilarious.
Yeah, no, I have a good sense of humor.
No, I know, but I'm just saying that's something different. I never heard that. That's hilarious.
That's a 4-4. I love 4x4.
A 4x4. Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
But yeah, like I remember I was. But yeah, the girls would hate the Barbies against each other, and I'm like, I actually wanted to have put the outfits and play around. Even though I was new to it, but they were hitting each other with the Barbies and stuff.
I once wore a sarong at a
what is that?
It's one of those skirts that that they wear in Indonesia and things like that. Like it's kind of a long colored skirt.
Okay. I think I know what you mean.
It's so funny. I had a sarong on and something else, and someone walks up to me and says, "What are you wearing?" And I said, "Sarong." And he goes, "I know it's so wrong. Just what are you wearing?"
Oh my God! Did he really mean it too?
No.
Oh, it was a joke.
Making fun of me,
I thought because sometimes people have that. Oh, and Jessica's the name of her playwright is. The play is The Unsolved Murder of the Summer Camp. Ooh, so is it like children or middle school or teenagers kind of thing?
Ooh,
and
yeah.
Are they being killed? Or is it counselors?
Killed? That's what I want to know.
I think it'd be it'd be cool if like it was the kids and you think it's the counselor but it's not. It's one of the kids or something like that. I hope I didn't like that isn't. Don't tell if that was what happens or not. I don't want to be like, how'd you know? No, but I love that and. Jessica's always been very artistic as well as Natalie. Natalie likes to draw too, and I gotta get into story writing more because I do like it. And my teachers at school said they really liked it too. Me too. That was really based on me. No,
was it?
Yeah. But like honestly, like I missed them because like it stopped. Like once I like hit 12, they went away, and now when I want friends, of course, I can't see them now. But when I didn't want them, I saw them. You know how that is, life.
Absolutely. What is your...
Good day,
Sorry.
sir.
What is your favorite Halloween movie?
My favorite Halloween movie. Oh, my God. I'm the worst person...
Well, we know that. Okay,
well, yeah, right. No, I'm the worst person to pick one thing out for anything. When someone says, "What's your favorite? What's your favorite this or that?" Let me think real quick.
That'll be a first.
Yeah, play the Jeopardy music. Do 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 do. Wait, let me think though. Okay. Oh. Ooh.
You people.
Okay, so I mean, and I got to watch it when I was 6, and I wasn't even scared because I'm real brave and I'm cool. But no, Halloween is definitely in the top 5.
The movie, yeah.
Yes. Just the music, the vibe of it, and I remember the first time I watched it, I was 6, and it was right after trick or treating, and it was like kind of like a warmer Halloween, and my uncle is in the indoor fireplace, the fire going. You could still hear like teenagers outside at night because this was like the late 90s or mid 90s, and you could still hear people walking and laughing and scaring each other outside at night still with the wind outside. And you have the fire going, the roaring fire as we say, and you have we watched Halloween in the dark with the candles on, and it was awesome.
Oh wow.
And it's a great experience. So that memory makes it even better. Also, now that it reminds me, The Exorcist, I wouldn't say it's my favorite Halloween movie,
but it's my favorite comedy.
It's my favorite it's my favorite, one of the first movies to scar me for life kind of thing, because I was in
those are the memorable ones. Jill Shaw's here. Good to see her.
We're just talking about Halloween stuff. But anyway, yeah, I saw Exorcist when I was in 6th grade, and I was afraid to get Jaws is great, but not Halloween movie for me. But real quick, I was scarred for life when I saw the Exorcist scene in which y'all know, if you haven't seen it, where, horrible. And also because for the poor 12-year-old actress at the time, Linda Blair, what she had to do, but that scene was horrible. And then, well, anyway, like the horror aspects weren't really bad, and like the pea soup wasn't bad. It's just, but I was afraid of getting possessed after that. And then you mentioned Jaws, though. I love Jaws, and I found something out recently. You know, the scene. Also, about Halloween. You know, nowadays, the past like 10 years or less, like they show children now get murdered, or like in the new Pennywise. You know, in the new It in the first movie.
Right.
Sorry, spoiler alert, but they actually show It rip off the what's his name? What's the little brother's name? I can't. Wait, I'm sorry. I have to do this or else I'll go crazy. Okay, so there's Bill's the brother. Oh, Georgie. They actually show It rip Georgie's arm off.
Ooh.
And, you know, him struggling and like it bleeding out. But like I realized in older movies, a lot of times they didn't show, you know, they'll never show children's bodies or if they got killed or something. They always just, you know, kind of like it'll black out and then you hear about it. Oh, wow. I'm getting so many throwbacks and memories. But in the 70s, you know, like I said, and in the new It, they show a lot of stuff. But when Jaws was made, that was one of the first movies I think that I know of that showed like a child being killed, and in a gruesome way. Like they had a scene. I just learned this too. It's interesting, where there was going to be a scene when the boy gets killed in the raft in the water. It was going to be a scene where it actually shows Jaws. What was his name? What they call the mechanic? The mechanical shark? I forgot what they called him.
Bruno.
I think.
Okay, the mechanical shark.
But there was a scene, and I saw a clip of the practice shot, and it was, you know, a fake dummy as the person, and it was going to be having Jaws come at the kid and actually bite the kid and then, you know, flip over with him. So that's why in the scene where you see after you see the camera going right up to the kid's legs, you see like the people always get confused. You see like the dorsal fin and then like two fins flap over. It's because like if they would have kept that in, it was after the shark was to, you know, grab the kid, and then like he flips the raft and the kid over, so you see like his dorsal and then one of his fins going, because he was on his, you know, he went on his side to grab the kid and pull him down. But the scene in which like for that like 3 seconds where it shows him like being thrown up and all the blood's just squirting and like shooting out of the water, and like I wonder how they filmed that. But that was really crazy to think about. Like, you know, it didn't freak me out when I was younger, but like now that I think of it, I'm like that could be traumatizing, you know what I mean? And
oh my Lord. You mean
that was, you know, like, but that's that scene, and I was just like, wow, you know. But like it's crazy to see how nowadays, you know, like things change, you know, we're desensitized. So now seeing that poor little boy in the movie, you know, with his arm squirting out blood, it's crazy where we're at. But there's so many scary, like what I love about horror though is that it's not just like Halloween themed. It could be, like I said, psychological thrillers or have nothing to do, or real life scenarios, or like I love like the Peele, you know, Jordan Peele movies, especially the last one. What was it? Where it was, you know.
I hadn't followed those.
I know, I have to remember, but it's the one, the last movie they made, which is like, you know, where it's like there's a whole spoiler alert, there's a whole other world below the cities of basically the world, but in LA specifically, and it's like your version is on land, and your copy, your tethered is what they call them, is below, right. And basically everyone's born with one supposedly, but your tethered component, you're all in like this like classroom buildings, and like you have, you know, you live underground in like little cots, and your body, you're actually like reacting and acting and doing what the person on Earth is doing. So if someone's on a roller coaster, they're standing. It's supposed to be they're standing directly below where the roller coaster is, but just pretending to be on a roller coaster, you know, and they only get fed raw cold rabbit meat and stuff. And it was awesome. But like the whole point of just like different ideas are able to come to fruition now with technology and everything new. But his movies are cool and different, and I love that. And I also love Hellraiser. I only got into it when I was older, but like I like the second one. I think is that the one. That's the one I think where they go into like hell in that maze or whatever.
Yeah, I'm really not up on a lot of those movies.
But I'll help you out with that. But
oh, good.
every Hellraiser is on demand except for the one I want to watch. But there's so many good movies to watch for Halloween, and it sucks still that COVID kind of puts a damper on it. But is trick or treating still on? Do we know? Because
was it ever I don't know.
I mean, I feel like trick or treating is another thing that you can do during COVID because you just give out the candy, you wear a mask, give out the candy, and they're in the costume, and then they leave. But I think it's still on. I'm sure.
What about Hocus Pocus?
Do you remember that movie? Oh. No, it's my favorite. That's probably definitely in my top 5. That's probably number 1, number 2.
Do you know where Tessa Del Zompo is tomorrow?
Is she in Salem?
Yeah. Can you believe it?
My cousin
I was in Salem on Halloween 2014.
I want to go.
It's an amazing place. I mean, and I was there for another purpose, not for Halloween.
It wasn't during Halloween time?
No, I didn't even have my tutu on.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it looks. I mean, I'd love to go there I'm planning next year hopefully to go to visit my cousin for the weekend or something during October and go to Salem. They live in Holliston, Massachusetts, and I always wanted to go to Salem. But yeah, it's just I do love this time of year, and see, it's kind of like when as you grow up. Once you get to high school, you start. I don't know, Peter, if you feel this too, but after I got a little older and end of middle school or towards middle school, basically it started holidays. You get that feeling or that sense or even that smell or that sensation of oh my God, this is I know it's the holiday, and you feel so enveloped in it. You know what I mean? And as I got older, that goes away.
Yep.
And it sucks, and I understand why it's so important for to have kids truly enjoy it, because it's the only time you can feel that. And if you're an adult and you still feel that, God bless you, and you're lucky. I'm jealous, but yeah, it's sad. So it's sad that goes away because I miss that. But so add the COVID to that, and it sucks. Just that, that's a damper. But I hope that everybody gets to trick or treat. And I trick or treated literally, and I'm proud to say this, from age of 2 till high school. We literally, the last Halloween I ever trick or treated was 2009. I graduated 2010, and we went. I look like I could still. I could probably still have gone the past 10 years. But
Tim Heater says that according to Channel 4 News, it is not canceled in Niagara
Falls.
Good. And Kim Guthrie responded and said, no, it's still on.
Yeah, because Jessica heard it was canceled. Okay, so yeah, no Jess. So from right now, from Tim and Kim, hey, that rhymed. It is still going on, but yeah, because that's the most important part of Halloween for kids. I mean, if you don't trick or treat, that's just odd.
Oh, the costumes.
There's no point.
They it's just I love the costume parades you see that some of the schools do.
Oh, we used to do
really
that.
Exciting, yeah.
Walk around the school a couple times, yeah.
I loved the mash.
I have a little animatronic thing with the Frankenstein
I said
mummy
enema.
and the witch. Oh, well, that'd be a very interesting enema. No, I have a little animatronic, that does this cool thing. But yeah, so I'm glad it's still on, and hopefully it'll stay on. And I hope other areas around here have it too, because that's such an important thing and something you look forward to, And I want to give out candy, and it's just fun. And to count how many kids you have this year than that year. One year we had 1 million, and the next year we had 3.
I know. You never know. Let me see if I can get my chainsaw
And a lot of people
here.
will drive to different neighborhoods, too, with their kids to go to other places. Uh-oh. That reminds me of when the chainsaw guy chases you in haunted houses.
Yeah.
Because one more story with that. I actually had a guy with a chainsaw. He was chasing someone in front of me, and he leaned back as I was behind him to move the chainsaw back and then go after them, and he hit me right in the gut with the chainsaw. And so if that was a real one, I would have been dead. But after that happened, he hit me, and it didn't hurt. I was fine. And he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And then he went back to his scary voice and chased the people. But he just whacked me right in the gut with it. He didn't know I was behind him. But I love. It's not a haunted house if you don't get chased out by at least one guy with a chainsaw at the exit of a haunted house. It's not
haunted house, or visit the city hall.
Yeah, or or go to some downtown area, some city hall. Yeah, definitely. They'll chase you out.
19th Street. Walk along 19th Street.
Yeah, go 19th, and that'll be an experience for you. But you have haunted catacombs to go to. if you want to actually go to one. But yeah, so Halloween, can't believe it's here. And before you know it, it's going to be Thanksgiving and then Christmas and the New Year. And then hope to God that January 1st, 2021 just starts off great. I hope that 2020 is and was the year, the year of just all the negative things that would happen in a decade or could happen are just this year. Please, or at least half of them, God almighty. This year's been crazy, but yeah, so I'm so glad though that, we had fun today though, Peter. We went there to the Parkway, we checked it out. It was very nice, very well done. Reminded me of the aquarium. It's right by there, and one of the seals. Shout out to them! Happy belated birthday! I think turned 40 like last week or the week before. The seals outside there, but that just reminds me of childhood, and so that area is beautiful, and I'm excited for to see if anything more happens. But for what they have so far, it's amazing, and we had a good time though. And then I had some pizza, and I thank you for that. And we came here, and I can't believe it. We're already at the end of the hour.
End of the show.
Always.
No, it's been great though. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks to everyone for tuning in.
Thank you so much.
So let's just remind everyone. Thanks, Kim. It's a great show, and Jess said, you got to call her Jess, okay?
Yeah, Jess.
Yeah, Niagara Falls is a ghost town now. Well, that's true, and a lot of chainsaws and stuff. But, tomorrow evening, Hugh Carroll. Well, tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock, we've got Black Reality Unscripted, and it is a really engaging show with Dante Miles, your former co-host.
Yes, I miss you, man.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's doing great.
Yeah, him and Kemza, and...
Yep.
Is it just them two now?
No, he brings in a rotating.
I know he brings
group.
a rotate.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's always Kemza and Dante and then a rotating.
Well,
group,
I don't know.
mostly.
I haven't seen Kemza in a bit, but he has been busy.
Yeah.
It'll be at 5 o'clock tomorrow on Black Reality Unscripted. That's on both YouTube and on Facebook.
And Sunday, it's...
we got to say tomorrow evening at 7.
Evening. Yeah, I'm sorry, the new show.
Yeah, that's Hugh Carroll with the Community Accountability. Tune in. That should be really engaging. Mm-hmm. And then Sunday evening, Fun Day Nights, we call it, with Noelle and Courtney and Chris. Chris Fortin joins them.
Yeah, of course he had to get it on that. Well, and Chris, I'll have you on the show, but the only way you'll get on the show is you bring up pizza. Where does he always like his pizza from? Sammy's, or he always says
huh?
The box. The box.
He likes his pizza from the box. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's always like, I need this pizza, and I remember he brought it when he was took Noel's spot with Courtney, and but yeah, so you can be my guest as long as you bring me pizza. But
there you go.
But yes, so tune in for that on Sunday night, and that's at what time again? 7.
That's Noelle and Courtney are at 7.
Yeah, okay.
And their prank calls are worth tuning in.
Yes, and then when is John's show again for the people?
Citizens United is on Wednesdays at 6. We've got Edge of the Falls on Monday with a pre-election special at 7 o'clock.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
Tomorrow morning, though, a special broadcast of Edge of the Falls is taking place from the Trump rally at the Summit Mall. Now, the Madman, the co-host on Edge of the Falls, is a big supporter of our president, Mr. Trump. Mm-hmm. I, on the other hand, being Canadian with a green card, I'm the envy of everyone else in the world. I can't vote, and I'm not the biggest supporter of the president in terms of re-election, but I am a huge supporter of free speech and free assembly.
Yes.
So we're coming to
free speech.
Absolutely. So we're coming to cover it, and starting around 9:30 tomorrow morning, we'll be broadcasting live from the Trump rally
at the Summit Mall.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Yes. I didn't know there because they were going to use it for a purpose thing for like sporting. I don't know if
it's outside.
It is?
Yeah, the president is not coming.
Well, of course, yeah.
I think we're getting the third cousin of his gardener. But no.
I'm sure there'll be a decent number. I mean, there won't be probably what he usually gets, but I'm sure there'll be a group,
Yep. The Madman's got some fun stuff planned. So look for the Edge of the Falls if you're there tomorrow, or if you want to see what it looks like from the event.
9:30 to 1.
Probably around 11:30.
Okay, so it'll be like a 2-hour thing, just so people know, so they don't show up at 4 or something. Okay.
Tim Heater will be there. He'll be coming over.
Oh yeah, Tim will be there. Yep. And thank you, Kim. She says it's a great show, and that all the shows are
Johnny,
great.
you're doing fantastic. It's great having you.
Thank you. You
and
too.
Special thanks to shout out to Mary Ann. Thank you to
yes,
Ohio Barb.
And thank you, Ohio Barb for the audio and the laughs in the back.
Yes, she's on the audio, and we might as well start giving her own microphone. Otherwise,
we should sometimes,
all
right?
in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, we all.
Grim Grim, we need Grim have a microphone too, but then no one will be able to hear us.
How do you feel? Rope. What's over your head? Rope.
Anyway, I love it.
Who's your best friend? Rope. Anyway, so with that, and that's kind of horrible, ladies and gentlemen, I'll say my thank yous from the Mystic, and you will say your thank yous.
Yes. Thank you all for, as always, for tuning in and watching Niagara Voices with me, your host, Johnny Hansen. Peter the Mystic Green, I like to say. Also, if you could share this, also if you could even, I would just do this real quick. Even if you're not, make a YouTube account. You don't even have to use it, but it'd be great if you made a YouTube account and would subscribe to Yowowa Media and share, comment on those videos. Get us going on there, so maybe we can have some other people view us on another platform. And same thing with Twitter and Instagram. So, thank you so much for all of your support and for tuning in. And next week I think we'll have an exciting topic as usual, right?
I think we'll go out and explore some part of our city. If you've got ideas, ladies and gentlemen, where should Johnny go?
How about let's go explore Hollywood and the fans of us have to fly us out there with their money. How about that?
All in favor. Well, I think it's just the two of us. Anyway.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much. And have a great night. Happy Halloween. God bless.